Shout out to everybody out here. My name is Samuel James Price, the Crypto Lifer, and I do a show every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m., even morning updates on the weekends. But I go over the news every single day, and we talk about the new things that are happening, that are occurring. If there's a merger between two big companies, hey, if there's some big opposition coming, chokehold, right? If the SEC is going to do something, we just want to find out about the court case for XRP, all these fun stuff, so much information. So every day I talk about the news and bring it to you. Here's the beginning of the news. Let's get it in. Bitcoin futures attracts biggest bets since Terra's collapse. Open interest has surged to 11 billion, to its highest level in over 1 year. Bitcoin futures markets are seeing the largest money flows in over a year as traders likely bet on price movements amid a flurry of crypto exchange traded fund ETF filings. Open interest, or the total number of unsettled contracts on Bitcoin futures, is increased to over 11 billion over the weekend, to their highest level since May of last year when the then behemoth Terra imploded. Rising open interest either means that the new money is flowing into the market or existing participants are increasing their allocation. The metric can be used as an indicator to determine market sentiment and strength behind price trends. As such, open interest has largely hovered at 8 billion level since late April. Coinalyze showed the rise in Bitcoin futures trading comes parallel to a bump in volume and buying activity on Bitcoin options markets, used mainly by sophisticated investors to hedge against price swings or to take levered bets on Bitcoin movements. Some market observers say the trend is likely to continue should the ETF applications from traditional finance giants such as BlackRock be approved in the coming months. Bitcoin's rally is part of a larger trend signaling a shift towards Bitcoin as a distinctively strong and established store of value, said Alex Adelman, CEO of Bitcoin rewards app Lolly, I remember that. The recent burst of Bitcoin ETF applications from leading institutions like BlackRock, Fidelity, and Invesco shows the new regulatory guidelines are the green light institutions have been waiting for to launch Bitcoin-based products and meet client demand. They want it. It's going to happen. More and more people are betting on the fact that Bitcoin will go up in value based on these ideas. We've been here since the beginning, so we're gonna reap these benefits as it continues to go. Everyone keep asking me, is it good or bad that BlackRock created the ETF? You know, there's pros and cons. I think the pros outweigh the cons. The cons are they can control the paper market. They may manipulate the price a little bit. They may have some able to sway. They may put a lot into the futures market that can kind of push the price action in different ways. However, because Bitcoin is a scarce asset that has a halving, I think the halving will push out anyone that speculates through futures. So yes, futures can work, but the actual physical scarcity of Bitcoin is something that you can't take away and that will perpetuate throughout time. And that will actually deteriorate any leverage hedge that you can make with the paper account. So I believe even though it is a con, we're all right. And then the pros, which is there is kind of a pro there, but it was a con. But, you know, the pros coming are the fact that big institutions are going to take it seriously. Now people can talk Bitcoin, you know, sitting down at, you know, a big meeting between big finance guys, and they're not going to be laughed off the table. It's going to become a real asset, just like gold, silver, and all the other things that have its place in the markets. This ETF is going to solidify Bitcoin as a major player in the space and only help it gain more momentum over time. So, crypto traders eye 6.8 billion in Ether options expiry. Dealers are stuffed with record negative gamma in Bitcoin. With only a little move in spot price, we could witness fireworks, one observer said. The bullish buzz returned to the crypto market last week as Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency by market value, jumped more than 15% in its best performance since March. Now a significant event looms on the horizon. On Friday, UTC, some 150,000 Bitcoin option contracts worth $4.5 billion and 1.2 million Ether contracts valued at $2.3 billion will expire on the Panama-based derivative exchange, which controls over 85% of the global options activity. The Bitcoin contracts due for settlement account for 43% of the total open interest. Wow. In Bitcoin's case, investors could have recently bought call options with strike prices at and above 30,000. As a result, that level has the highest open interest, or the number of active contracts. And market maker dealers who create order book liquidity by taking the other side of the investor's trades hold a significant amount of negative short gamma exposure. Wow. Options are a derivative contract that give the purchaser the right to buy or sell an asset at a predetermined price at a later date. A call gives the right to buy a bullish position, and a put confers the right to sell a bearish position. Being short gamma means holding a short or a sell position in the call or put options. The large buildup of open interest at 30,000 means the spot price could gravitate to around that level in the lead up to the expiry. Bitcoin is currently trading just above 30K. Meanwhile, dealers' negative gamma positions means a slight move away from 30K could translate into an explosive rally or price slide. That's because dealers, when holding net negative gamma positions, buy high and sell low. When the underlining picks up a bullish or bearish momentum in order to maintain a neutral market exposure. In other words, if Bitcoin builds momentum above 30K as expiry approaches, dealers will buy the cryptocurrency in the spot and futures markets. That in turn could lead to an exaggerated price rally, often called a gamma squeeze or a slingshot effect. On the flip side, dealers will be forced to sell on a potential decline below 30K. Wow. So Friday, we want to make sure that we're above $30,000. If we are, they're going to have to buy in. Market makers provide liquidity to an order book. It doesn't look like it will. My TA suggests that it will be lower, which is kind of setting up for a bit of a storm. That's interesting. Something we want to kind of pay attention to as the open interest gets heavy. That's definitely something we want to pay attention to. And that could create some fireworks this Friday. So get ready, because things are happening in the markets. And on Friday at 8 o'clock UTC, 8 a.m., which is like, 4 a.m. for me, pretty crazy. ZK Sync Matters Labs releases ZK Stack for building hyperchains. And ZK Rollups is going to be a big move. You want to get into coins that have ZK Rollups. I believe Immutable X has ZK Rollups. A bunch of different coins have them on the low. Read their white paper, find out if they're associated. You got ZK Sync, and then you have like Matic is bringing ZK and Ethereum virtual machines in the background too as well. This is a big deal. ZK is going to make it faster and easier for more people to get into DeFi. It's going to make transactions quicker. It's going to make everything better. So that's a big deal. And I have some other news about Japan's tax code you may want to learn. Stay tuned for that. So building layer 2s and 3s, developers who build hyperchains could choose to create layer 2 networks that run parallel to ZK Sync, or layer 3 networks that run on top of it. They are able to customize the chain depending on the network's intended purpose. That's very interesting. Rose said that these running hyperchains will need to run a sequencer. This is the machine that collects transactions and orders them before they are broadcast to the Ethereum mainnet. He said that Matter Labs will soon have a decentralized sequencer, but not every project will necessarily need the sequencer to be decentralized. That's the one thing, that's the con about ZK Rollups, is that the sequencer, right? We recently had some issue on a ZK chain where we weren't getting all the information from the sequencer. So we got to work out some of the bugs. It's not all love, but it is the way to the future. And once we get it all fine-tuned, I'm telling you right now, ZK Sync and ZK Rollups are going to be big. Matter Labs is definitely something you want to have on the radar. Japan's tax code now exempts crypto issuers from paying on unrealized gains. Japan's National Tax Agency has exempted crypto issuers from having to pay taxes on unrealized gains. The move aims to make Japan a friendlier country for crypto businesses. A notice from Japan's National Tax Agency redefined how taxes will apply to crypto issuers that hold on to their own tokens. The issuer will no longer have to pay capital gains tax at around 35% on unrealized gains. The change in the national tax code aims to be a bolster Japan's crypto industry, which saw a huge exit of firms in 2021. And that makes sense. So you buy your own coin, you hold it, the coin goes up huge. At the end of the level, your balance sheet is up huge, millions of dollars, and you got to pay taxes on that. But you've never sold the coin could tank again, then what do? People aren't going to deal with that. They're going to leave. They're going to find a better way to do business. Now they're saying, okay, fine, ho. You guys left us in 2021. We want you to come back. We want you to build it up. Now everyone's realizing that the only way to make good revenue, even for a government agencies are all getting broke. They're printing money to zero. They can make money through taxation, though, and when you make money trading, they can tax you. When more people have better assets and better exchanges, boom, right? So if these crypto companies have better operational capital, which they don't have to pay these capital gains, they can do better servicing the customers. The customers can make more money. People can pay more taxes on their gains, and governments can benefit in the long run. So it's an interesting concept to me. I like to see that Japan is even more crypto-friendly than they used to be, and that's how the whole world seems to be going. So, and with that, everybody, that is the news. I do a show every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m., and I can't wait to see you there. And everyone, that was the news.